We got a really nice comment from a subscriber, Sherry Orr. And she says, Dan, that this channel deserves a lot more subscribers than it has. And I thought that was very kind of her. It is. Thank you, Sherry. We love you. It's not an easy thing, folks, to do a YouTube channel. It's actually kind of hard and demanding.
Not cheap.
Not cheap, because we don't do our editing. Many people think that we do our editing. We collaborate with our wonderful editor, Emily. And the other thing, too, is time. There's a big time commitment. Another consideration, a greater consideration, is that we want this channel to have an impact, a positive one, particularly on the lives of those living with disabilities. And even those who aren't, for them to learn and to recognize the variation of the human experience. This is not a favorable angle and I'm not wearing makeup. You know, that's one thing I could say. I could probably try a little bit harder in the vanity department. Thanks, Dan. But viewers can be harsh. Though honestly, we have not had anyone be nasty in any of our comments. I think from day one, we thought about how to make this channel useful and valuable and make a difference. I think there are a couple things that in particular are really important. And most of them are the things that we ourselves still struggle with. How can we move the dial in the areas of economic self-sufficiency? So most people with disabilities, and particularly those who have to rely on others for their personal care, they don't have gainful employment, if at all employment. And that's a major problem. Both Dan and I don't have gainful employment. So we want to move the dial in that direction, because if you have a way of making money for yourself, then you have greater choice and freedom. The other one is accessible housing. This is like a type of preview of sorts, but we're going to be having an episode on universal design soon. And that's something very near and dear to us, because it's so hard to find places that are even like partially accessible. Our apartment is the most accessible we've ever found. And that's saying a lot, because we've been to a lot of places and we've done a lot of research. It's the robots, folks, and solving the problems that come with relying on humans for personal care assistance. I've said this before, and I will say it again. I really love people. I do. I do. Do you think I like people, Dave? Dan knows how I can get annoyed. But I have to admit, I'm not convinced that we're the best at providing personal care. And for the receivers of that type of care, it makes for a very difficult life to do things, to have a stress-free day, to be able to live financially sufficiently. I mean, it's very, very expensive and it's nowhere near perfect. And so having robots would be absolutely revolutionary. So much technology is being developed for other things. Why not this? It would change the world and maybe even change people's minds about disability. So I think those are the three areas. Economic self-sufficiency, universal design, and robots for people, because I think that all spells out for people, Dan, a better quality of life.
And all of but I am really enjoying
Well, maybe you could tie that in, Dan. Why are you enjoying it so much? Maybe you could find a tie-in with the Ginchiest and what we're trying to do.
I love the fact that the media and being is promoting disabled people on TV, and I enjoy that.
Is it thrilling to see people like yourself on TV, Dan? Yeah, it is. I think it's like very moving.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe what we could do is, indirectly move the dial on these topics by making this channel more like a everyday vlog.
Yeah.
Now, we wouldn't do a video every day. But it would be kind of like the reality shows that you see on television, where they start an episode with last time on the Ginchiest. V did blah 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 blah, and Dan, oh god, got a paper cut. Would they see like other types of reality shows that they like, and in our format, or if it were in a reality show type format where it's more everyday instead of subject focused episodes?
Maybe.
I don't know, folks. We're just throwing out a lot of ideas, but I think we're pretty clear on why we want to exist and how we want to change things. But one thing that's very real is this storm that's coming, so we probably should head back to take cover because there isn't any here. Alright, folks. Keep it Ginchi.
Ciao.